Okay, so level 1, no health, no damage, demon bells on, cruel charms not in my inventory. New game plus 7. Let's do that. We almost got stuck on that. As I said, could try to do something in between the final swing of that. It's just, at that point, I'm too far away. And I don't have time to get closer. Ideal. Like right there. There's no time. And I'm too far. that happens is very fun for me. That he does the headbutt sometimes after the big stomp. It's just, you know, something new. It's cool. Take it. Would have hurt though. I deflected. I attempted to deflect it. Did it. Expected that. probably get a swing in there, I just shouldn't. It matters where you hit. Break, yep, and we won't get as many hits. We technically get one more hit, but still. That's my fault. I was pushing the button too much. We're in a weird position because he made it through all the trees and I wasn't sure if he would. I'm thinking too much, I need to stop. Tried to get this swing in, couldn't do it. are the flames of hatred.
So these are the flames of hatred.
I like when that happens. When I hit him out of the dash. Three. I don't need to see. Stagger soon. One more, maybe. Oh, that's not cool. Dang, I guess I was miscalculating. There it is. Such a weird timing on that. Let him have it. Does that. He makes a show of not doing the big slam, and then he does the big slam anyway. Like, oh, I'm not gonna do the big slam. And then I move far away and he does the beat. because he was at a higher incline. So he threw them from higher up. I'm so cold. Fireballs, man, the fireballs. Just the mix-up that he does when he's dashing around. That's the biggest problem most of the time. I guess we're too far. You gotta make sure he's a specific distance, and then you gotta make sure... You gotta... there's so many things to keep track of. Up too close to the wall. And then you gotta wait, so he doesn't do the follow-up. Lock on. Disconnected because we're too close to the wall. Grapple after that, it knocks us around. Or pushes us away. Feeling like we're really far away. Yeah, the Divine Confetti lasts longer than the Echo Spirit Fall does. Technically, I have more Spirit Fall though. Also, the reason I'm using the Spirit Ball instead of this one instead of the other one, which also lowers your health, is because it costs less. It costs 2 instead of 3. The health thing is nice. We can technically survive survive an imperfect deflect. This but helps. Whoa. Really close. I shouldn't have done that. I was trying to buff with the confetti. Still don't know if it's better to be stabbed or not. to a wall, lost to a wall. I was looking at my health. I was looking at how much damage I was doing. That's what it was, not my health. Lost his health. I'm just getting curious. And I can't be doing that either. Like, what is the right thing to do here? Like, what's the best damage route? I'm so tired. Very close to not going far enough, but I don't understand why. Why am I not close enough? Alright. I'm gonna try the poison. But first I need to see... Okay, so we only get 2 slashes before it takes 2 points. Good. But if I do 5, then I get another poison cloud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it a second poison cloud on 5? It kind of looked like it was on 4. 1, 2, 3. No, it's just on 3. Then do I get... That takes 4? Okay. Oh right, I don't have the health. That's the problem. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can do 4. But on 3 is when I get a second poison cloud. Okay. Stay in that poison. Find the opportune moment, which is about right now. Whenever he dashes away like this. Poison. Think? No, not yet. How much does it take? still not poisoned. I deflected that. He's still not poisoned. I know the poison clouds are the biggest appliers of the poison. I just really want to know how useful is it to poison them. I know I can, because I did it at one point. I shouldn't do a divine draw. Good. Dang, he's not getting poisoned. Actually, we could use it right there. Oh, he's poisoned. Why? I saw the symbol. So far, it's going down pretty good, though. And it wore off. I can't stop. That's the biggest problem, is I can't stop. I just want to see if this is, like, useful in any way. Maybe... no, just do it. I got him. If I just burst him, I think it would be pretty useful. There's a moment where I can just start attacking him with Zombie Maru. Hopefully it's not like Elden Ring, it's like increased resistance. if he ever does the big overhead slam, I'm just gonna start wailing on him with some arm. The like flaming arm overhead slam where I usually get a whole bunch of hits in. That seems to be the way to do it. I'm trying. It's hard. It takes a long time. Come on, do the overhead. No, that's not it. The poison. I'm gonna inflict the poison to this. Interesting. Do that. Not yet. I have enough poison yet. There we go. Just gotta wail on him when I start doing it. As long as I have, I think, 12 spirit emblems left after doing this, then I'll be okay. Because I want to use the mountain echo. Game's a bit loud? Alright. Fine. It gets like way quieter though. That's my fault. I'm surprised I'm not dead. How long have I been trying this? 3 days now, I guess? Like 8 hours? Something like 8 hours. The first attempt, of course, was the closest to winning. So I feel like I can do it. It's just gonna take a while. Because I gotta focus. And I keep getting greedy. Just base vitality. Oh yeah, no, we have nothing. We have nothing at all. I can't... let me explain everything I can't do. I don't have the Makiri counter. I can't block in the air. There's a tree in my way, so I can't move in that direction. I can't do the slide. I can't use skills in the air. I think I said that. I don't remember. as the title says, we're in a new game plus 7. And you can see in the bottom left, the symbols underneath my health bar mean that the Demon Bell is active, which makes the game just harder. Like more health, more damage from enemies. And Burrow's Charm is gone, which means that if I don't deflect perfectly, I take chip damage. Which does matter. Using prosthetics and combat arts? Yeah, I started using the prosthetics and the combat arts. Mostly like Ichimonji and the fire. Because fire is just the best status effect. If I could set the Demon of Hatred on fire, which I really doubt, I would definitely be doing that right now. I'm just pretty sure I can't, so I'm not even trying. At least some decent damage from Sabimaru, is it? The thing is, I can't tell, like, what's a good amount of damage. Like, which thing is the correct amount of damage? Like, the most effective amount of damage for me to do. I'm just doing stabs because I think, well, 1 stab equals 2 slashes. But who knows, like, does the defense formula make it so that, like, the stab only does 1 point of damage? And the slash also does 1 point of damage, so it'd be better to do slashes? I don't know. So I'm just doing it this way, because I'm like, that makes sense. For this boss, I might even use the umbrella, just because the fireballs. Sometimes the distance from the boss causes it to do fireballs at a weird timing. And I've got face cam on so that you can see I'm using the controller. Because we're on PlayStation. Silly for the Genichiro fight, I turned off the heads-up display. Because I was like, it's not hard enough. Yeah, that was... I don't know why I'm stupid. Save must have been annoying. So these are the flames of hatred. I will say Yobu was actually one of the biggest roadblocks. Because Yobu doesn't play the game, he plays like Demon of Hatred almost. Like, he doesn't have any Mikiri counterattacks. Okay, whatever, I'll just go for it. He doesn't have any sweeps. And he'll just run you over. Oh yeah, and then you have to be on the correct side. You have to be on his right side. And then he has, like, varying timings based on distance. I don't know, I hate Gyobu. Gyobu's one of the hardest bosses for me. I memorized him, and I got good at it. But man, it was annoying. Oh, and then on top of that, you know, there's fires. There's uneven area. It's this area. So yeah. And then other than Gyobu, I think, there was something else that was, like, really tough that I don't remember because I probably forgot on purpose. I know the Divine Dragon is annoying. That happens sometimes. It's just something that happens. I'm getting hit by that. No, I'm not. Okay. Just get stuck on the boss, and the boss just pulls you into its big sweep attack. Gyobu's charge attack isn't something I have to deal with the way that I fight him. Like, if he ever does that, that means I messed up. Damn it, that would have been such a big punish. Also, as you can see, I have the, grapple attack, which I got because it was part of the skill tree that I wanted in order to do, I think, living weapon. And I got living weapons so that I could kill the headless. The headless and the Shichimen warriors. That was surprising. Because without it, that means I had to play perfectly with 5 Divine Confettis. And I was like, I'm not doing that, and I got Living Weapon. So now we have the grapple attack. I also got all of the Ashina techniques. Because I didn't want to miss out on them. Don't do it. He did it. You can never trust him. Did I kill them all? The headless? I've killed them all, but in like previous playthroughs. I just, I don't think that fighting them now would be that much different. I think I will maybe go back and fight them. Not the underwater one. That one can stay there and just won't think about it. But essentially what I've been doing for this playthrough is if there's a boss that's like the exact same as another boss, then I've just not been worrying about it. So like there's the centipede, long-arm centipede guy. But since there was the one in front of the giraffe one, I've decided that I don't need to fight both of them because they're exactly the same. So I'm probably just gonna fight one headless and then that's it. One headless, one Shichimin warrior. And I never want to fight the underwater ones again. Because that fight was not fun. That fight, that was not a fight. That sucked. I don't want to do that ever again. Honestly, I don't know how I defeated the double Guardian Ape fight like this. But I did. And so I feel good about that. You can hit me from there? Elevation. That's an elevation issue. Okay. Do I go and get that resurrection back? Will we need that resurrection? Longer than 10 minutes? Yeah. No, even the underwater one lasted 15 minutes. Well, we're gonna have a lot of time to do this week, because I don't have work this weekend, so I'm just gonna keep trying. Do the overhead. Darn. Yeah, see, the thing is, the longer you fight bosses, it's not the boss that's the problem, it's where you're fighting them. Eventually, they do something in a specific area, in a specific time, where it gets messed up, and you just can't do anything about it. Like, all these moves you thought you had memorized don't matter. Suddenly they just do something that you're not ready for, you can't do anything about, and then it's just like, well... or you have to make a split-second decision. The attack misses, the other one doesn't, and it dead angles you, and now you're like, huh, how'd that happen? Not being able to use any items on the underwater bosses is very silly. It is very silly, but also, which item would you use? Man, he did the one move that could punish me for doing a stab there. See, the thing about the Demon of Hatred is it has one attack that can punish you for doing a slow move when it's not your turn. Like, if I do 3 stabs here, and it does the step, I die. Like, I can't do that. Because if it does that move, then I die. Okay, I deflected that. Time to go ham. Got him. So that health ticks down. Maybe that is worth it. So something I found out is against Emma, in the room she's in, if you're on one of the tiles and you do an attack, you can animation cancel and your attack doesn't go through. And the same thing happens to Emma. If you attack her and she falls off one of the tiles, then she cancels her stun animation, and then she does her fastest attack, and then you die. So that was annoying. Luckily in Ishin's fight, after that, all the tiles are burned, so it doesn't happen. Which is weird. Yobu's fight, there's fire and trees, and basically everything that's happening during this fight happens during Yobu's fight. In the old monk's fight, if you're too close to her during one of her attacks, it hits twice. And if it hits twice, even if you deflect it properly, it still does chip damage because it hits you twice. Lady Butterfly is extremely hard, and I only fought her during this run. I'm dead. I couldn't see through the tree. We should start over. How many hours do I have in the game? On here, 200 something, I think it says. Let's see. $272. And then I have some on PC. Actually, I think I have more on PC, but I can't really check. Oh. Oh, my lock on. My lock on is gone. We found out that the Divine Dragon, your attack actually matters for how much damage you do to it. In the Ishin Nichiro fight, the Saint Sword fight at the end, the rocks will disable your lock-on. Much like is what's happening here. In Owl's fight, the same thing happens with the pillars. In Owl Father and Lady Butterfly's fight, the pillars will cause you to lose lock on. Lightning? It's the Genichiro and the Ishin fight. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, the Divine Dragon. Yeah, the lightning matters. Your attack power matters. It is very strange, isn't it? It's because it's not causing the status effect, but still. And I've got this all up on YouTube. First playthrough of Sekiro is on YouTube. First run of this is on YouTube. All of the New Game Plus 7 run is on YouTube. But mostly I do PvP. So like if you see me tomorrow and I'm beating people up, I'm not actually a PvE enjoyer. I enjoy PvP. Like, losing to bosses like this doesn't do anything for me. I just thought one day, I could probably do this, and here we are. I don't know why I did that. What's time? I got him. Yeah, that lightning scaling was silly. We found out the Divine Dragon has something. I've been watching Ongball's fights where he like kills them in a couple of seconds. Or a couple of minutes, I guess. Because he's got like maximum power and no health. And I'm just over here like, dang. I wish I could have that much everything. I kept thinking, it's like, you know, minimum health and like maximum damage wouldn't be so bad. And now we're here. And now I'm like, oh, I don't need it, never mind. Like, whatever. I do wonder if I could burn the Demon of Hatred, though. Because I haven't really tried. I've kind of just assumed he's completely immune to fire. You know, what with the whole throwing fireballs being, like, made of fire, practically. But you never know. Like, Gwyn and the Fire Demon Sage in Dark Souls 1 weren't resistant to fire. But Quelaag was like 100% immune to fire. So it's like hard to understand where is... what defines a fire immune boss? Stay in that tree. I don't like it, but stay in that tree. He's gonna get stuck on it when he dashes away. Yeah, we don't need damage, we just need to not get hit, ever. Except when we do. And then we get back up and we keep trying. And I do not think I could have done this deathless. Like, it would have taken even longer. And I would have been very insane if I did this deathless. No thanks. Let's not do that. I'm wondering if it would be worthwhile to use the poison anymore, because his health is kind of low. Because I would have done it right here. And boy, he would have sat in it. He would have taken all the poison. He'd be poisoned right now. Most certainly. Darn it. Come on, come on, come on. I remember figuring out the strategy for the fireballs. It's like learning how every single boss fight works during this playthrough. But this challenge has been very interesting. The biggest thing to figure out was, like, what can you dodge so that you can get more damage in, like, more attacks on the opponent. Yeah, I expected that. Like, what can you just dodge through in order to get more swings on whoever you're fighting so that the fight can actually end? Because otherwise they just deflect. The biggest offenders of this would be Genichiro and Owl. But also, surprisingly, Orin of the Water. the Orin fight sucked because she's intangible unless you like perfectly space her attacks. If I get hit now, I'm gonna be upset. There's like, there was a strategy I was trying to do where I was like interrupting her attack, which we found out you can interrupt some of her attacks, but it was very, very risky, and so I figured out that happens. That's why we wait. That's why we wait. Found out that, what did I find out? I think it was just if I'm too far away from her, once she starts attacking, then I could... Okay, maybe we should have used the poison. Then I could punish her by getting behind her once she realizes that I'm too far away and she needs to stop attacking. But she stays tangible. So then I get behind her, and then I can get a couple of hits in before she completely turns around. Lady Butterfly summoning the projectiles inside of me. Did you see that happen? Because that definitely happened. She doesn't have any attacks that you can, like, dodge, so that you can, like, punish her. And you just have to fight her normally. And in Phase 2, she can do that. So you just don't get to be close to her. First time watching? Yeah, oh, I looked away. Yeah, the fact that she spawns an unblockable projectile on top of you, that was not cool. Also, unseen aid is very annoying. Oh, that reminds me, actually. The Ashina Elite guy, I've had to develop so many strategies just to defeat the Ashina Elite. You know, the one before Genichiro? He was the biggest, the opponent where it was the most important to dodge through his attack. It was very strange to me. Because, like, he attacks so fast, you wouldn't think you'd be able to get away from that. But, like, if you just dodge through and then go behind him and then blast him with fire, you know, it's very effective. Like, he's... The biggest problem is that he has an actual moveset. And if he just shoves you, you die. Ashina Elite. And there were times where I used like the the mind control ninjutsu. That's mostly for fun. It doesn't actually help out all that much. Okay, now. Yeah, the fact he'll just, like, punch you. I thought I figured out how he does it. The thing is, he doesn't do it that way every time. Because he always does these 3 movements where he dashes. And depending on which way he dashes, depends on what he does next. Like, if he dashes to the left, I think it was, then you're safe. But if he dashes to the right, then you have to panic. The thing is, though, like, the best thing I could do was never get into that situation. So what I would do is I found out you can always dash once. And then still deflect whatever attack he does. So whenever, like, he went back to neutral, I would dash back. And then if he was attacking, I would deflect it. And then I found out you can just dash through him. And then after that, it was really easy. I mean, it still took a long time. So easy is like, what's the hard part for the actual fight? Is the hard part figuring the fight out, or actually doing the fight, or having to do the fight for an incredibly long amount of time? Demon of Hatred seems to like to do the triple headbutt after he does the big stomp attack. I'm not close enough. Do I have enough spirit emblems? I've got 22. I need to have 12. In phase 3. Because the Malcontent allows me to stun him long enough to then stagger him. Which is way better than just, like, poisoning him. Or at the very least, it allows me to interrupt the carousel attack. Which, by the way, I had to figure out what to do against the carousel attack. He's just doing his pose. Okay. I don't like that. Well, now the only thing left to do is fight the Demon of Hatred. Also found out, actually, the Guardian Ape. In the Guardian Ape fight, the double one. Whenever the Guardian Ape roars, is when the other one, like, they actually take turns. So there's, like, specific times when the second one will actually fight. Like, attack you. And it's usually when the Guardian Ape is recovering. So, say, the Guardian Ape does the scream, or the roar, or whatever you want to call it. Then the second ape will come over and attack you, and do a big wombo combo. The 5-hit combo. 1, 2, 3. So I used that opportunity to kill it. so that I could then fight the Guardian Ape solo. Technically one more hit than usual, but it's still not optimal. I wonder how much the Divine Confetti actually helps. I know it increases my damage against anything, but like, how much against this? You know, something that's not a headless, I guess, or a Ichiman warrior. And then is it better to do slashes or stabs? Because the stabs do more, like, poise damage. They inflict more stagger, I guess? Build up? Stun? Also, this spot is the worst spot in this entire area. For phase 3 at the very least. It's like this divot in the ground. And there's a fire. Come here. Even doesn't have special damage from confetti, so it's usually 25% buff. So there's like numerical values to this stuff that no one like wrote down for me to read. I've been looking for it, like, every now and then. Like, how much is the damage increase? Like, how much stronger are the enemies when I use the Demon Bell? Is it better to do a stab or a slash? And I can't find any notes about it. %of 1%. That's nothing, right? It rounds down. I've got to focus in phase 2. Where the real fight is. I forgot. Oh, look close. If I look away, oh man, we were too far. A10 isn't. Whew, that was close. We're not gonna get that hit. Thank you, Flag, for just being directly in the way. Overhead? No. Okay. He just doesn't want to give me a big opening. Too bad. Big opening now. So using Sacred Fire on him doesn't actually help. Like, very much at all. At the very least. One-fourth of your base damage? So it is helping. Can't read all that right now. Man, he just will not give me the opportunity to inflict poison. The real buff? Okay. Okay. That's good to know, at least, that it's actually helping. Like, an amount, if nothing. Come on, not meteors. It's so hard to dodge meteors because they spawn randomly. Overhead, yes. Thank you. It's still dangerous, but we live. Push me into the fire, please. Let's boy. Hand slap. There's fire here. I can't tell if I'm in the fire. There's too much everything. Jump. My attack didn't happen. That was a really inopportune time for a stagger. Oh, he's jumping backwards. I'm scared. Okay, we got away with it. No big deal. We can technically wait from a distance to see if he'll do the fireball attack and then punish that, because it gives me a better punish than just running up to him. But I just don't care right now, and I'd rather live. So far... Everyone's attacks are missing. Good, he didn't get stuck on that tree. Finally. I shouldn't have done that, now that I think about it, but whatever. You know what? We have 12. We got away with it. Exactly what I wanted. Starting to freak out. Close enough for fireball, please. No! Damn it. Yes. Oh, I'm getting tense. Slow down. Meteors. No? Normal arm? close, but that was really too close. Damn it, that's my fault. I believe. I'm just gonna stay back here. Everything is whipping. We're in a divot. I don't like being in the divots. It messes the camera up real bad. Nice. For the hard part. I'm gonna pretend you didn't say that. No, he still wants to do it though. Heart's exploding. Huh? Huh? What's happening? Why am I alive? Eat the divine grass! Don't do meteors. Okay, that's fine. I don't like it, but that's fine. I couldn't tell what attack it was. I was so close to getting hit there. I'm scared. I'm freaking out. I can't be doing that. I'm gonna eat a pellet. Denied. Please no carousel. Okay. Carousel? No. Damn it. I should have known! Why didn't I know that was gonna happen? I'm I'm just gonna do this. Please no meteors. Oh, carousel? Okay, I'm just gonna stay over here then. And then we're gonna get meteors, right? Nope. Ultra Grand Slam, okay. That's fine. If I could just stop choking. And remember how this fight works in Phase 3. I don't want to be in the divot. Do it now. Ah, maybe that wasn't such a great time. Let's do it now. Roll out. Honestly, I should run. Run away! Everything's in the way now. Cheater! Never done that before. Apparently, it can just decide to cancel the fireball into the charge. Never happened before. I couldn't cancel my attack, it was already happening. Because I was so, like, convinced. Oh, it's my turn. It's my turn. Something, like, nothing could stop me from taking my turn. We've got to get Resurrection back now. Just things like that that make the fight so much harder. When the rules just change. Like, it's supposed to work the way it's worked every other time, and then after half an hour, it just decides, I don't feel like following the rules anymore. Alright, well, let's just save everything for Phase 3. The Malcontent doesn't seem to be useful enough. Unless I wanted to also use it to, like, proc poison. Because I can probably use poison during that time. It's just, if I kill Phase 3 with poison, like, that'd probably make it a lot easier. Just deal with Phase 1 and Phase 2, and then... My body still hasn't registered what happened. It's like, what? We were winning! Like, I'm not even, like, done focusing yet. Like, we're fine. Well, we don't have any more bundled Jizo statues, so gonna have to do the whole thing the hard way. What really sucks is I missed out on getting one of the statues, because you get a unique one for doing the Orin of the Water quest line, and I forgot to talk to the guy. Because I didn't think I would actually fight that boss, because I thought, I'm just gonna fight the normal boss. And then I'm like, hey, it's whatever, I'll do it. And then I did it, and I was like, sweet, I figured that out, cool. Alright, that's enough. Let's go back to it. Let's do the first 2 phases the hard way. And then the 3rd phase, we will try to just completely destroy using the Malcontent and the Lazulite Sabimaru. Let me stand up for a moment. Let's get this buff, and then rest, and then... This, wait, that didn't work for some reason? Why didn't that? Oh, because I didn't rest. I'm stupid. Don't worry about it. Okay, so do this, this. Actually, now that I think about it... actually, let's spend some stuff. Go buy some divine confetti. I think I can get some from here.
Another where you go.
I haven't talked to this one. Yoink. There goes all my money. Anyway. We still have a good amount. Also, I changed it to English so we could hear Gyobu. Also, because I did every other playthrough in Japanese, so... Okay, so do... this... 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 and now we go in. I was a little worried we didn't go very far that time. The attack didn't happen. I think we're too far. Didn't think he would do the headbutt after doing the headbutt already. Ooh. That's good for me. Love how he face plants. Like when it misses and it just flops. Right in front of the fire. Right in front of the fire. He does have horns. Thought he did. I've been drawing thumbnails for YouTube, and I drew him with horns, and they were a lot bigger than they are here, but I decided to get rid of them because I thought he didn't have any. I was remembering wrong. But he does have horns. front of the fire. I wish I could get more damage after the giant fire jump. My fault. If I didn't have to grapple, maybe I could get another hit in. Could use the umbrella, but like that's not gonna work every time, and that's a problem. However long this is gonna take me to do, I'm pretty sure Ishin's fight is gonna take longer. It's gonna be harder. But at least with Ishin, his phase 3, he uses lightning and I can just reversal that. If I really want to, which I do. That's what I've been doing. Like, screw that, it's a 4-phase fight. still waiting for the moment where he dies when he jumps in the air. So these are the flames of hatred. Yeah, he still does it. Right. It's one. I'd rather that not have happened at all, but even if I die, it'll still give me that resurrection back, so take it. Effective. Does he have the same amount of health in between phases, or does it go higher? It feels like it goes higher. But it could just be the stress. I knew he would get stuck, but I thought I at least got far enough. Oh well. getting the dialogue because I did all the alcohol events. Pretty sure that's why. That would make sense. He's gonna stun right now. Oh, really? Okay. Okay, that was optimal. I like that. I guess the damage buffs were actually helping in phase 1 when I used them just a while ago. Which is why it felt like phase 2 was taking so long. My attack didn't happen. That would stun him. Been wanting to see how other people do these fights lately. Watching, like, doing this makes me want to watch other people play Sekiro, you know? You know, like first playthrough, not so much like skilled players. I don't know, I prefer to watch new players over like experienced players. Unless they're doing like PvP or something I've never done before. I've been watching a lot of RimWorld shorts, which is interesting. The way they depict the game is strange. Like, I beat RimWorld, I got the spaceship, but once I got to the spaceship, I was really disappointed because I didn't get to, like, do space things after. It's just like, yay, you beat it, like in Minecraft. I'm like, but I wanted to do space things. And I saw, like, a short where they launched some enemies on a spaceship into space, and that made me think, why can't I do that? Like, is this a mod? Like, I'm assuming it's a mod. I'm just like, I don't like mods. weird. I just feel like if the game doesn't do it itself, then adding mods so the game does it, well, it's not the game anymore. It's the mod. Which, yeah, that doesn't really matter, but, like, to me, for some reason, it matters. Like, I'll do it for a single thing, like a fight, but for, like, convenience, or for cool stuff, unless it's, like, this huge thing that changes the game entirely, and even then, like, not so much. I don't know, I just don't like mods. Like, I'm always gonna find one thing that I don't like about the mod. And it's just gonna bother me. If it's a performance mod, those are fine. Those are cool. I like that. It's a mod like Wex Dust, which allows me to do the things I want to do the way, like, easier, I guess. I like that. That's cool. Mod like Convergence mod for the Souls and Elden Ring and all that. I don't like that. Like, for Sekiro, it'd be like a modded boss, right? And that's the boss. So, like, it's a little different. It's like making the boss harder. I'm okay with that. I might be less okay with it when I run into a move that, like, I can't really do anything about the way that I want to. Man, this boss has a lot of health. I guess the Divine Confetti really was helping out. When he does the charge attack, we can jump off of him to stay in the air longer. In case he gets stuck on something. Making that decision is hard. When my muscle memory tells me, get a jump attack in there.
Like, do a jump attack. Sometimes it stuns him when I do that, and that feels really nice. Okay, let's just use the Divine Confetti in Phase 2. Do with Phase 1 the hard way. And then use Poison in Phase 3. Uh-oh. I did one too many swings there. Favorite thing about this New Game Plus 7 run, that after this I'm gonna do the Gauntlet of Strength, Mortal Journey, and it's gonna be so much easier. Because the bosses don't scale with New Game, so they have like way less health. And the Gauntlets don't scale with New Game. I could even leave the Demon Bell on and Kuro's Charm gone, and it'd still be about the same. At least to me, at this point. Still don't want to fight the Double Guardian fight, or the Double Ape fight. And it's gonna make me, so that will suck. And of course the Demon of Hatred is there. Lady Butterfly. Yobu. There are some bosses that that start doing like new things when their health is at half. I'm wondering if Demon of Hatred does that.
These are the flames of hatred.
If I don't let him do it, then he's gonna get mad. of all time. Nope, he was lying. Lied to me! Uh-oh. He will not tell the truth anymore. What the heck? There we go. Something got in my eye. You're so mean. I dodged too early, I guess. I think I saw the fire, and the fire was like... I don't know. Something got in my eye. Alright. I think that's enough tries for today. We're gonna have to try this again tomorrow. This is hard. It's gonna take a while. I do just want to keep throwing myself at it, but like... I don't know. Maybe not. I should probably stop. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. I just need to get through phase 2 and then try to do the poison thing. That's gonna be it for now. See you next time. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know.